Right, a science fiction author, yes. Jolly good. Sandy Tosvig?
Enid Blyton Sr.
Enid Blyton Sr. Tony?
The Marquis de Sade.
Yes, and why not? In the original or just...
No, translated.
Translated. To Norwegian.
Yes.
And Rory?
I'd like to do Desmond Morris, the third.
OK, so now we need a suggestion, please, of a title for the story they're going to tell in those authors' styles. Anybody?
Annie.
Annie? Could we add a bit to that? Annie does something? Annie the Orphan. Annie, get your rifle. All right. Annie the Orphan, get your rifle. That avoids copyright problems with any other book a bit like that. So where you go, I'll move you along with a buzzer when we get to the next author's style to come in. Where you go, Ron.
Annie was a veteran of the Second World War and had a small house in Manchester, and so consequently was able to travel in time at will. She found herself in the court of Louis XVI. She sat down in a chair and it immediately broke. This put her in trouble with the palace guard.
She was in quite a lot of trouble. Yes, she had travelled with Will, but Will hadn't got permission from his mother to be out. Well, this looked very bad, so she talked to her dog, Timmy. "Hello, Timmy," she said, and then she was arrested for being a bit of a lunatic.
Annie, your dog Timmy, loose yourselves from the conventions of bourgeois morality. Saw your own leg off and hit me with it.
With an expression like this, which is very similar to the exotic vaginal display of the blue-fannied baboon of Bujumbura.
Which was so indicative of Annie herself.
Annie'd never seen a baboon with a blue fanny before.
Blue no longer since it spiraled on my wavering sabre.
Or the hairy Aba gorilla, which also enjoys face-to-face copulation with my ex-wife Marjorie.
Well, thank you very much. We'll end there while we're way away from any taste barriers. Wrong side of them, of course. Well, 15 points each for everybody there. And let's move on to film and theatre styles. Breaking into pairs for this, we have Ron and Sandy, first of all. Please. Now, I'm going to give you a situation to improvise in just a moment, but can we have some film or theatre styles? Horror? No. Horror. I've had slapstick behind me. American Gangster, thank you. I don't think we're all blue movies. I think we've had blue movies.
Play School.
Play School. All right. Play School. Walt Disney. Right, we've got loads there, absolute masses there. Anyway, the situation we'd like to improvise in is taking an animal to a vet. So if you just start off with no particular style, and then we'll cut him with
I ran him over with a car, and I think he's sick.
Are you done?
It used to be a dog, but it would be fine as a turtle now, owing to the fact it got run over.
Well, he doesn't look well, I must say, but your tyres are in good condition. You can see the whole of the tread on the back of it.
Horror movie.
My God, it's alive!
Oh, my God, he's looking at me.
Wait a minute.
What?
I think another one's bursting out of my chest.
Oh, no.
Yes,
Wait, I think I love him.
American Gangster.
So, you've been seeing my dog, huh? Well, let me tell you something, sweetheart. I own this town, okay?
Listen, let me tell you something, okay?
What, do you had your larynx cut out there, or what?
Well, I swallowed a hell of a lot of dog hair. I think that's what it is. Me and the dog, we're gonna run this town, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah? Well, I got 4 cats, a turtle, and a llama that want to say something different. That's what I got.
Well, I'd sure like to hear him say it. You go right ahead.
All right, I'll get them here. They will say it. Come on, fellas. Now you see I got a gangster menagerie.
Disney. Walt Disney.
Yeah, so you have. Look, they're all come out to play. Come on, doggy. Whoopity-doo, whoopity-doo. Hey,
Aren't they great?
they are really wonderful. You've got a little bird on your shoulder.
Do I? What's he saying?
He's saying, I've done something naughty on your jacket.
now finish on Western.
That's one hell of a jacket you're wearing there.
Me and that bird own this town.
I'll tell
And the
you.
llama and the parakeet and the budgie, we're gonna take you down. I don't care what you say.
I don't think you can do it, boy.
You don't think I can do it?
I don't think you can do it, boy.
I tell you I can do it anytime I want to.
You know I can see right up your nose.
All right, thank you very much. That's... Right. Managing to hit yet another physical note. Let's say 5 points each on that one. So Tony and Rory trying to match that. Some more suggestions, please, for styles for this. Sorry, what was that?
An advert.
An advert. I did.
Judy.
Advert. Punch and Judy.
Jack and Rory.
Jack and... Grass? Oh, farce. Or grass. And pantomime, yes?
If anyone has any grass, by the way.
Yes, Rory likes to play football. Yes, I'll give you a situation, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
You're two commandos in a submarine. Why you should be there, I have no idea, but away you go. And I'll give you some styles to cut in a minute.
I love you.
Going up.
Farce.
Grass.
For goodness sake, look what you...
My God, I'm improperly dressed for
Shut up! Come on, If you just hide in the torpedo chute, and then the captain... Hello, Captain.
Jack and Rory.
Hello.
Hello.
We're going to be talking about...
Submarine.
Yes.
That's a big, long word beginning with an S.
Do you know what we're going to be doing with our missiles?
Thunderbirds. Did somebody shout that out? Thunderbirds.
Thunderbirds.
You are so evil, Master. Have you...
And end on an advert, if either of you have ever seen an advert or been in one.
Ladies, stop shaving your legs.
Blow up Russia instead.
With the new Lady Remington Silky Smooth facial hair removing submarine.
Yes, let's end on that. Thank you. Yes, 6 points for each of you, with a bonus quarter point there for Rory for getting it round to submarine in that clever way right at the end now. Well, now we come to a game called Interview, featuring first of all Sandy and Tony. If you'd like to come forward and get the stools ready for this game. Now, in this game, Sandy is going to be playing a character, a sort of fairy tale character, which I'll get somebody in the audience to suggest for us in just a moment. You can be preparing one of those. And Tony will be interviewing her in a style which I'll give him in just a moment. So can you think of a favourite fairy tale or nursery rhyme character? Well, okay, I think you've mentioned every possible one. I heard Snow White behind, which sounded like a good one. So if you could be Snow White, Sandy, and Tony, could you interview her in the style of a rock magazine or a fanzine, something like that?
So is it true that you sort of went to bed with each dwarf in turn? or is that, you know, is that just like gossip?
I think it's fair to say I've loved each dwarf individually, in their own special little way.
Are they very little in every way?
Well, certainly Grumpy's not very big, and I think that's what makes him quite so grumpy. But Happy has got a real way with him.
But that's just Coke, presumably.
Well, yes, sometimes we have Coca-Cola and then sometimes we have crisps, and that's a really jolly time.
I bet you have 7-Up as well. I mean, this is I mean, you know, it's hearsay. I mean, you tell me what did happen in the Chateau Marchmont. I mean, you know.
Well, we went in first and we played with the little animals and we laid out our picnic and then we shagged senselessly.
Last question, Tony.
Oh, and finally, I just want to know what precisely is your... I mean, because there have been rumours. Your relationship with the wicked witch.
Well, it's not been carnal, but we do like to do it looking in the mirror.
Okay, thank you very much. Yes, I think 13 points each on that one. So Ron and Rory, can you step forward for this game? Ron, we'd like a character for Ron for a sort of mythological, biblical, or historic... Rasputin, yes, I think Rasputin. Willy Wonka, that's an interesting thought, but I think Rasputin is more his style. And Rory, could you do like a TVAM interview? Early morning television interview.
What is TVAM?
TVAM is like early morning television.
Okay.
It's a very intellectual, high-class program. As will emerge from Rory's questions, and away you go.
Oh, right, well, thanks, Carl. That's Carl with the weather there. And we'll have the Womax back with us in...
I am Rasputin. Talk to me now. I'm very important.
Oh, yes, I forgot.
I've got to see the Tsar quickly.
What's particularly grabbed you in this morning's Sun, Rasputin?
I thought it was very interesting that a woman could give birth to a mermaid.
Is it time for the weather? Oh. No, I'm sorry, just...
Assassins! There are assassins here in the studio. Watch out! Oh, ooh, I'm Rasputin. There! Oh, see? Bolsheviks everywhere! Bolsheviks!
Yes, that's actually Lizzie. She's...
Last question, Rory.
I think we're going to have to go to the weather earlier than expected. Carol.
Carol.
Thank you very much. It's going to be a really hot day here. A really hot day with lots of sunshine, like, you know, mainly in the sky.
Okay, let's end there. Thank you very much. Thank you. Bring the stools back, yes. A scintillating interview, that 2 points each. We now rattle along to the next game, which is called World's Worst. This features all of the contestants, pleased, down here on the step, coming up with as many examples of the world's worst thing to say, or be, or do at a funeral. So just as you think of an example of those, step forward and I'll buzz when we've got the idea. Where you go.
I don't know the deceased, but I don't think that will prevent my duties as vicar from being done here today. So, what was the cat's name?
He was such a nice man. Honestly, his last words were to me, "I'm coming, darling." That was so nice. Oh, you're his wife.
Mrs. Smithers, yeah. He owed me 10 pounds. If you could see your way clear to...
Dearly beloved brethren, ashes to ashes. Oh, no, I mean, this is too dreary. We will do something else. Yes, sir, I can boogie if you...
Mrs. Perkins, before your husband plummeted off the 200-foot block of flats and got his head caught on the spikes on the railings, did he mention my Procol Harum album?
Hi, I'm from the insurance company. I'm afraid the claim doesn't look at all good, okay?
Happy New Year!
Mrs. Johnson, I know your husband would have wanted me to tell you that he thought you were a faithless, talentless cow.
Tickets, please. Tickets, please. Tickets, please. Tickets, please. It's a what? A funeral? Oh, sorry, I thought it was a bus.
Surprise!
Okay, let's stop it. Okay, that'll do. That's another. Thank you very much. I'll work out the points and legal liabilities of that while you have some advertisements. See you after the break. Bye. Well, you come back to the news of 10 points everywhere in that last game. There's been a deduction there of 15 points from Tony Slattery. A disciplinary offence off the ball. Now we come to a game called Props. They divide into pairs for this. First of all, Tony and Sandy. Can I give you this item? I'll just about get it out. You've got to think of as many different ways of using that. Well, at the same time, Ron and Rory, you're coming up with as many different ways of using that. We buzz between the two pairs, as you've seen if you've seen the programme before. Starting, please, with Tony and Sandy. Where you...
I'm probably falling a bit.
Where you go.
Just click your heels together 3 times and say there's no place like home.
No place like home.
I thought, put it there.
Well, I know it looks a bit vicious, darling, but honestly, it'll make sex so safe.
Salmon, it's a great disguise.
Are you deaf? As the Archbishop of Canterbury, I'm empowered to crown you Prince of Wales.
You're told that there, boy.
I now pronounce you man and basket.
Hello, I'm Anne Diamond.
Now, just relax. We just take the rat, we put it in here, and you're the man in the wire basket, I guess.
Okay, let's end on that one. Thank you very much indeed. Yes. Now we come to a game for Sandy and Ron. It's called film dubbing. If you'd like to go forward to where you can see that monitor, you'll see there's a film from which the soundtrack has been removed, and we'd like you to add a soundtrack of your own, just to see for amusement and entertainment. And it'll be coming up and started now.
Oh, my God, it's my mother. Quick, go to the door.
Well, I'll take your hand with me. Would that be all right?
Oh, you man.
Thank you very much. All right. I have to deduct you 1 point each there, so you only get 999 each for that game. So we now play a game called Party Quirks. This features everybody, but chiefly Tony Slattery, who's going to pretend to be the host of a party. The others are the guests of the party, but each of them, looking in the envelope in front of him or her, will discover a weird quirk or way of behaving that's been allocated to them based on suggestions from the studio audience. So, Tony, you're improvising the party. The others, please, getting ready to come in through the imaginary front door, in time with my imaginary front doorbell. And away you go, Tony. Start doing that.
Oh, my goodness, I'm nervous. I've never had a come as the Shroud of Turin party, but let's see how it goes. That's the bell. Hello, Ron, how are you?
Hi, Tony, how are you?
Very well,
Hey,
thanks.
do you have any lanacane around? I seem to have some, some scaly skin here on me. I was wondering if you...
I thought Nalacane was a hemorrhoid preparation. I don't want you at my party if you're going to suppurate everyone.
Oh, I wouldn't ever do anything like that.
All right.
I wouldn't. I'll just go over and get the lanacane. I'm sure it's over there somewhere.
It's
Okay?
by the twiglets.
Okay.
I'll come back to you. Oh, here's another guest. Hello, Sandy.
Oh, someone else is here. Tony, hi.
Hi.
Haven't seen you for ages, darling.
Hi.
You left your watch.
Have some lanacane?
Oh, no, thanks very much. I've given
Okay.
that up.
Yes. Where did I leave my watch, Sandy? I mean,
Here.
Okay, sorry.
Tony.
Yes.
What do you have to eat?
What do you want, a pessary or something?
I was thinking maybe some penguin eggs that I could just consume.
Funnily enough, I got them specifically with the twiglets, because everyone likes penguin eggs, don't they?
Penguin eggs and twiglets, my big fave.
Yes.
Quick word, darling.
Yes.
You left your underpants.
Yes, you're right, I did. Excuse me.
Nice. Thank you so much.
Hello, Rory.
Oh, shit!
Oh, no. Oh, how awful for you.
It's the bell. I don't want
Yes.
phone.
Oh, dear.
I did just the same thing.
Sorry,
last- I've never been here before, actually.
Not an England fielder, are you, by any chance?
Tony,
Yes, what? Sorry.
I have to talk to you in private.
Yes, okay. Yes.
That looks like fun. We must remember that.
Yes, that's right. Yes.
I've got a twiglet stuck up my nose.
Well, perhaps you want to...
I've got a penguin egg lodged in my throat.
Oh, dear. Well, I think you two should maybe party upstairs, because he's a hypochondriac.
Oh,
no,
not quite.
No, he's not, because I'm lying. I'm a liar. He's not a hypochondriac, but you're a bit...
Oh, look! I tripped over the shag
Oh, you're
pile.
just accident prone.
Accident prone, well done, yes.
Yes.
I'm going to look.
10 seconds to the other
Have
two.
you met Mr. Fish?
Mr. Fish,
Well, you know, I feel like I've come out of the water and developed legs. You know, I've evolved. That's what I feel. I've evolved. You know, into. You know, the rival gang that I often battle is the amphibians.
I don't know, West Side Story.
I don't know. Well, I'm gonna crawl on my belly like a.
Get out of here, you reptile! How dare you speak to him like that?
You're great at this game.
Thank you.
You're a reptile.
You're a reptile, well done. Last guess for Sandy.
Oh, it's so long since we had that affair together.
Oh, well done, yes, you've finally got one. Yes, jolly good. You're really a natural at that game, aren't you, Kenny?
I'm what?
Really a natural at that one. And it just remains for me to tot up the points, and I see that Sandy Toksvig is this week's winner. So well done, Sandy. A very popular win, and the prize for winning is to read the credits out in the style of my choosing. I'd like you to do it in the style of Mae West, please, Sandy. So it just remains for me to thank Ron West, Sandy Toksvig, Tony Slattery, Roy McGrath. It's me, Clive Anderson, saying good night. Good night.
Oh, you've been watching Whose Line Is It Anyways? But devised and combined by Dan Patterson with a nice big boy. He is God. Clive Anderson with Roy McGrath, Tony Slattery. He's a huge fellow. Title music there. Studio supervisor Doug Hubbard. Senior cameraman Roy Easton. Does he know how to move a camera? Videotape editor Michael Babaclack. Well, and the hell of a name there. Stage manager Hillary Groves. Costume designer Joel Thompson. Makeup artist Ivana Pimarack. Man, they're full of those beautiful names. Oh, my motor's running. Production assistant Christine Ross. Researchers Jane Bigger. Production manager Gary Fletcher. Lighting director Johnny Halpin. Design more. A whole lot of people working all together there. I love that when people work symbiotically like that. And producer Dan Patterson. I had to get that in if I ever want to work again.